want you to leave, to leave, to leave. Get closer to me, to me, to me.
Hello everyone, I have an announcement. I'm moving. Yeah, that's the news. I have to leave in like 2 weeks, I think. I have to be out by the end of the month. It's also my channel's 1 year birthday. Well, it was on the 12th, I think. How do I feel about it? I don't have much to say about it, except yay, I made it to a year. Also, nothing really feels different. I just feel like I'm kind of like vlogging when I can and then uploading as much as I can as well. Lately, it's been hard to do it every week just because I have been busy and I've also been having to like deal with this moving stuff. But yeah, that's what I wanted to update you with. There's nothing much to it really. I kind of went through all the emotions or what I had of it because I feel like I've been kind of depressed lately, and then I kind of feel like this is something that had to happen and it is what it is. I'm also like really compartmentalized and I couldn't really, I guess, cry about it. Like, do I need to cry about it? No, but I did cry a little, maybe for like 20 seconds just for my body to process it. One of those things where it's like I just need to cry. That's my news for you. I have been living here for like 4.5 years already, and I don't think it's really hit me. It started to hit me a little bit this week, but then it might not fully hit me until I actually have to start packing. I was actually in the middle of editing a video that I recorded this past weekend, just explaining my thought process, and oh my gosh, this happens to me every once in a while where I'm filming a talking video and I was going through it and I was just like,
Girl, shut up.
oh my gosh. It just sounded like I was like reprimanding myself, or it sounded like I just sounded so condescending to myself. And I wasn't even like talking at anybody. I was just explaining what I went through. There was just so much like I hated it so bad. So I'm not posting it. Yikes. I need to talk to a therapist or something because the way that I'm talking to myself and like at myself, I need to calm down. I need to calm down. Anyways, I am moving. I will still be in the area. I basically can't afford my apartment anymore, and I've been going back and forth with my landlord about what to do with it, and we just decided that it's best that I move out. I didn't really want to fight it. It definitely felt like I just needed to accept my situation as is and see what I could do about it, and that's what I did, and I feel a lot more at ease. I had these journal entries where I was like crying. I was like depressed in the beginning of March, and then after this happened, it had like a complete 180. It was like, I think I'm grateful for this situation. For a few days last week when I was trying to figure out what to do, it was pretty tough because when you don't have answers to the things you're wondering about, trying to figure out what to do when you don't have solutions. I think that's like the really hard part because you're sitting in your waiting. You're either waiting on other people, you're waiting on something to happen, especially when you're doing all you can and you still don't have a solution. That's the hard part, but everything ended up working out, and that's where I'm at. I'm not sure yet if I'll miss living in this apartment. I'll definitely miss living by myself, but the apartment itself, I'm not too sure. And the neighborhood itself, I'm not too sure either because the parking, I've just had so much trouble finding parking. Although I have found the areas and times of where and when to park, still, I've gotten so many parking tickets because of street cleaning. If I were to go home late at night, sometimes I would have to park on the main road and I'd have to get up at like 4:30, 4:45 in the morning just to move my car for street cleaning. Can't tell you how many times I missed my alarm.
But
I still found it. Like, I would risk that more than having to spend an extra like $200 for a parking spot every month. Like, yeah, no, thank you. It wasn't worth it to me to do it, so I didn't. Another thing I'm trading off is being able to do laundry at home. That is, I think I mentioned it in one of my vlogs before, but that's something I really want in my next apartment is to have an in washer dryer. It makes it a little bit harder that I would have to go and do laundry in a public area. Anyways, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Being able to do laundry at home is such a game changer, bro. Another thing that I'm excited about having is vents. I have no ventilation in this apartment and it gets really stuffy in here. When I cook, I have to have the door open. I just don't think it's ideal. Like I can't even open my bathroom window because it leads to outside. And I'm on the bottom floor right now. Everything just kind of gets trapped in here. And that is one thing that I will be happy to trade. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it'll hit me until later. Not until when I actually am packing and when I have to move because it's because it's not happening right now, so it's not real to me yet. I might get emotional, I don't know, just because it's another like foreign place. Not necessarily foreign, but I'm not comfortable yet. Obviously, I'm not, you know. I have to move into a whole new house. I have to move into a whole new neighborhood. When I first moved in here, I was so sad. I was so lonely and I was so scared because I didn't have anything set up. All I needed was my bed set up and everything clean for me to use. Like the first thing I did when I got here was set up my bed, clean my bathroom, and clean the kitchen just so I would be able to use stuff. Like even if my stuff wasn't unpacked, I made sure the necessities were clean and usable. But I was in a neighborhood, I didn't know where to park. I don't think I was like dating anybody at the time. It was during COVID when I moved here, so like we couldn't see anybody or hang out with anybody. So I just felt really lonely that I didn't have company with me on my first day. I had a friend and my brother help me move, but then like nobody stayed with me here. It just might feel foreign to me when I have to move, but it'll be okay. Kind of anticipating it. So I think that's as far as my thoughts go. I definitely processed the situation. I see this as a blessing instead of a setback. Kind of feels like one of those take one step back, two steps forward kind of thing. I think with what I'm losing in a sense, I am trading for what could be potentially better for me. I think it'll just be a good fresh start for me because I've lived here for 4.5 years and I feel a little trapped in it. I made a journal entry last month. I said in it that it kind of feels like I'm not even supposed to be here. I didn't know I'd end up moving like 2 months later. Yeah, I'm here now. I feel no opposition. I feel like I have to do it. There's not really an inkling in me that makes me feel like I have to fight back on anything. I don't have to fight back on the situation. I've accepted it. I'm actually pretty grateful for it. In retrospect, when I think about all my vlogs, it kind of just feels like I wasn't really going anywhere and I'm just doing a lot of waiting. And now that my situation's changed, my mindset has also changed. I think this will be good for me. You know what I don't want to do though? Pack. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of dreading it just because I have more stuff. Before it was just like clothes, my bed. Now I have a wardrobe, I have a dresser, I have a shelf with all my kitchen appliances, and I have this desk. Okay, I can't complain, but I have moved so many times that I'm like, dang it, I gotta do it again. This will be a new chapter in my life. I wonder how short or long it's gonna be. I can't tell you. I know it's temporary, but I really can't tell you how long this will last. But I hope you will be there when it changes again. I'll see you in my next vlog, okay? Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated because what else can I do?